What's good with the fam, man? We back again with another vid. I hope y'all doing well, living well, and ready to learn, grow, and do even better, man. Let's get it, let's go. Today we talking about the idea that everyone is living a lie, man. Most people are living in an illusion, and most people really don't know what they want. A lot of people are just moving throughout life with not any sort of sense of direction. And I'm trying to figure out, why is the average person not know what they really want in life? And okay, we do know what we want in terms of, we gonna just get straight into it. We do know what we want in terms of, okay, I want money, a nice house, a relationship, things like that. But if you really break it down, and once you get those things, you're gonna be like, okay, now what? Or what's next? And there's all of these different things and just clouds and just different wants and a bunch of things, and sometimes we get overwhelmed, and when you have so many desires, you end up not even pursuing anything because you're so just overcrowded and just overwhelmed by things. And before we go any deeper, I gotta preface this: if I bring out the white t-shirt with the wrinkles, bro, just know you in for it. You gonna be in for it that day, man. But back to what I was saying, I feel like a lot of people have no direction. Like I was saying, okay, you have the GPS in the sense of you want those bare minimum things. And it's funny because those are things and standards that have been programmed in your mind for you to think, okay, this is my version of success. This is what it means I made it in life when you get these things. But you see, as many people have gotten to this accomplishment and still want more, or still don't feel fulfilled. And I'm not saying these things won't have any sort of fulfillment, but to depend on them and to think, okay, once I get this and that, now I can be satisfied, I think is a mistake that we all make. And if we're aware of it before we make the mistake, it'll be easier to see it and not waste our time and find happiness on the way, because that's what life is about. The funny part about it is, we're constantly on the way. Everybody's always trying to get somewhere, primarily to feeling better. But the funny thing about it is, it's the journey, it's the getting there that is life. It's not the in between moments. I mean, in between in the sense that the destinations are little checkpoints in between, but it's not. Your whole life is the destination. Now, with that being said, that kind of brings me into my next point about how a lot of people don't know what they want, and ultimately what they want, one of the most basic resources and things that we all strive for, is to be loved, appreciated, and cared about, and felt like we matter. When feeling like somebody can depend on us, or just being able to relate. That's a core desire and thing that we all crave as humans. So that, I think, should honestly be your GPS more so than materialistic things or just what society has deemed to be successful. Because ultimately, that's not success. It can be that it's a good benchmark, but success is connection, in my opinion, is loving each other, is waking up every day, is inspiring people, just the simple things that don't cost money or aren't materialistic, but things that actually make me feel fulfilled, connecting with people, just doing things that make me feel alive. That's what life is about. And it's funny that so many people are misconstrued and caught on this path, this illusion that you have to work so hard, you have to work for so many years. Like, I don't, like, a lot of people think you have to work a job for all of these years and all that. And I'm just like, yeah, no. A job is a cool thing to have, and there's nothing wrong with having a job. It's a great tool, and it's nice to have that consistent income. But you should be having a job and trying to figure out how you can get out of the job. You should be figuring out, how can I buy my time back? Because that's your life. The money, it honestly doesn't matter. I mean, you need money to better your quality of life and your freedom, but ultimately it's the freedom that is the money. Yeah, it's the freedom that is the money, the freedom that will reward you. But if you don't have time, your time is limited. You can always get more money. If you don't have time, then what do you have, honestly? So that's the first part, in just being aware. Okay, most people, and even asking yourself this, because I think I'm pretty like focused and have a path and where I like to be at certain moments in life. Like I'm driven and I know what I want to do. But also I was just thinking like, let me just ask myself these questions. Like the other night, I'm like, what do I really want to do with my life? What type of life do I want to lead? What type of impact do I want to have on people? What do I really want to do? Because these days, they're going by. They're going to keep going by. The sun is going to keep rising day after day, and the time in your life is just going to keep continuously going by. So you need to really figure out what it is you want to do. And I'm not saying you have to have your entire life mapped out. I don't. But I got this year and just a good idea of where I like my life to be. And just having an awareness, a GPS, a direction at least you would like to go in. And like I said, what do you really want? And not even more so, what do you really want in the things? What type of feelings do you want to feel? What are you after? Do you want to feel loved? Do you want to feel respected? Do you want to feel um, whatever you want to call it? Just ask yourself, how do I want to feel? What feelings am I missing in life? And instead of linking and only thinking that you can feel certain feelings from certain things, know that the feelings happen within you. The feelings are in here. You can create that. It doesn't matter what's going on out here. Your brain can't tell the difference between whether something is in real life or it's happening in your mind. So if you believe it in your mind and see that to be true, then your reality in your subconscious mind will begin to manifest that and bring that into your current reality. But yes, of course, I'm also striving to put my family in a better position and where we can all buy our time back in ways where you can have the money make itself for you. Because that's honestly what it's for. We shouldn't be spending all of this time in life and then to think about like you spend all this time at your job and doing all this, and then a lot of people, like I said, don't know what to do with their money, or they just waste it on things that aren't fulfilling to them, and people are just stuck. I don't even want to say stuck, but they're caught in a loop, and you're living just the same thing over and over again, and you know what that is. It's insanity. And with no direction, it's kind of hard to navigate and appreciate your journey, each moment of your journey in life, when you don't even know where you're going. But it's not even more so about where you're going, because it's the step you take next. One of my greatest quotes, my favorite quotes is, the greatest step you're taking is in life is the one you're taking right now. And that highlights the importance and how beautiful and sacred each present moment is. So yeah, man, stop living a lie. First of all, check yourself, ask yourself these questions. Am I contributing to this illusion? Am I continuously caught up in these mind-made realities that I think will make me happy, that society has told me, oh, this is what your life is going to be, and this is how your life is supposed to be, and this is what a good life is? Or are you going to simply just ask yourself these questions? It's not hard, but I think the hardest part is just asking. It's just getting to the point where, okay, a lot of people don't want to figure out where they're going in life. A lot of people are just floating about, not doing nothing. And like I said, you don't have to be, oh, I have to be at here at this point in time. I have to do all of this and all of that. Be free and fluent and not so caught up in having your life go one way at this point. And life doesn't go as planned, but it's good, like I said, to have that direction. What do you want? Ask yourself every day, what feeling am I trying to feel? And this is actually a great question for me to ask myself every day. And just put in that way, it gives you a lot more awareness and clarity as to what am I trying to accomplish? What type of life do I want to live today? Because that's ultimately what life is today. So who do I want to be today? What do I want to feel today? And how can I bring those feelings and that reality into my now and not have so much dependence on the thing to bring that? And for instance, if I feel like I need to be loved or want to be loved, appreciated, cared for by a woman, how can I feel those feelings and create that mindset and just space for myself without a woman? And then a woman has no choice but to come, because I've already created the conditions in the life that is ready and suited for me and I've become the person that I needed to be to get the things that I like to get. And it's not even, that's another great point that I'll end on. It's not about the things that are going to make you the person. It's about becoming the person that the things are that owns these things, that has these things. It's becoming the person that attracts the right woman, or whatever the case may be, right? So stop living a lie, take off the glasses of illusion, and realize your life is happening today. It's all today, and appreciate today, and learn to ask yourself and continuously ask yourself, what direction am I going in? What am I doing this for? Why am I hanging out with this person? Why do I continuously do this thing that doesn't make me feel good? So yeah, man, just ask yourself, and you don't have to be perfect, but just start asking the questions. Start there, because awareness, it takes you so far. Once you're enlightened on the topic, once you know that, okay, maybe I might be living a lie, maybe I might be living to satisfy an idea of success that I don't even think is successful. This is just what I've been told. So yeah, ask yourself these questions and figure out what direction and GPS you're living your life for. My biggest GPS is love. I'm getting this money. I'm doing all of these things to love, to spread as much love to my family, to every person I come across, to myself, just to be a beacon and a symbol of love. So how can I feel love today? How can I spread love today? And I think I'm doing that right here, right now. I'm successful with that. So as simple as that, man. I appreciate y'all for watching. Take the glasses of illusion off and wake up to the truth, man. Each present moment is sacred, is beautiful, and just as important as the pinnacle and the moments you dream of. All of this is a dream. It's all beautiful, and each present moment has the gateway to the feelings, to the love, to everything you've been searching for. It's just about you not looking for the key to the gate in the past and the future, but taking the steps and walking into the gates of the present moment, and enjoying your life, and finding that that's where your life happens, not in all of these ideas that people have told you. It's right here, right now, and you got everything you need. It's just about you creating that and realizing that and holding that image in your mind, and it's yours, man. I appreciate y'all for watching. I love y'all. We out. Unlimited, man.